Hey there viewers, it's Charlie. I'm back again with another Transformers review. And today's review is going to be on the Revenge of the Fallen Multipack from Studio Series. Now, this was released to commemorate the 15th anniversary of the film, because, yes, we're all that old. And I guess this is sort of a successor to the first movie Multipacks that we got. Although, I kind of feel that the Autobot selection here is a bit arbitrary, because, of course, we got Prime, obvious choice. Jetfire, another obvious choice, because he was a pretty major character. And then the three Arcee sisters. Okay. Me personally, I would have gone with Jolt, because he was the one that helped combine these two in the film. Or maybe Sideswipe, because as we'll see when we look at the backdrop. Because if we just take all of these off the table and look at the box. Yeah, this is a pretty huge box. So we got, I guess, all 5 characters here. Like, it's confusing because technically it's meant to be 3 releases, but we got 5 characters here. It's because the RC sisters were 3 figures in one box when they were first released. I guess to make up the deluxe price point. I don't know. Of course, we got all 5 characters here at the freaking desert battle. And of course, we got what numbers they were originally. And what's kind of perplexing is Prime's number is 32, which that's the number of the first movie Prime in Studio Series. Because the Revenge of the Fallen Prime release in Studio Series was number 5. Although, I'm guessing they released this version in this multipack so he can combine with Jetfire. But anyway, this side we got Prime and Jetfire. This side we got the VRC sisters. And the back, we got all the characters in both modes. And of course, we got the whole combined mode between Prime and Jetfire, like in the film. Again, why I feel like the bike should have been replaced with Jolt. And we got the backdrop, which, well, apparently this is reversible, so we can either have the desert battle or the scene where Sideways gets cut in half. I mean, Jetfire wasn't in this scene, but okay. And of course it says what they'll do in the film, so there's that. And just gonna get this box open. So of course we got the backdrop here, which is a really big backdrop. And in fact the base here can even pull out, which is pretty cool. So if you want, you can put a lot of figures on here. And as you saw in the back, actually just hitting the camera, this can be reversed, so I'm guessing you can take this off, spin it around, and you can have the whole, like, sideways sideswipe kerfuffle going on, which is pretty sure, I'm pretty sure this is why the RC sisters are involved. Me personally, I would have just replaced them with Jolt and Sideswipe. Yeah, it's 2 deluxes instead of the technically 1, but still, I think it would have been better because, well, starting off with them, can you tell my thoughts on them already? Because, I mean, yeah, they were like this in the film, these little small bikes, but these releases are just, like, these 3 are just, Yeah, I'm just gonna skim over these because I do not like these figures. They keep falling over. The transformations are really fiddly. And they look like dog shit in robot mode. So, at least they are film accurate, but let's start off with Chromia. So she is a motorbike here, not sure which kind, but there you go. Of course, barely stays up because there's not really a good kickstand here that I found. Her accessory, which is this blade. And for her transformation, well, we just get things untabbed, or at least try to do without the ball joints coming off, because that's my biggest complaint, is the ball joints on these freaking figures keep coming off. So just try and get the arm off. There we go. So we get this arm unpegged. It's another ball joint came off, so expect that a lot with these figures. So we get the arms out. Twist this around. Then on another joint, just turn that around. Here we go. So we got pretty much the leg, because yeah, these guys pretty much just stand on their wheels. Just turn around the wheel here, get the head out, spin that around. Yeah, these transformations are really confusing, so there we go. And thankfully you don't have to deal with her constantly falling over in robot mode, because she does have a stand, if I can find the correct one. There we go, so we just put her on there and she can stand up. If I can actually get this clipped on. And we just get... If we just plug in the accessory. And there we go. And she just looks like shit. Yeah, film accurate, but yeah, you can tell the Bayverse designs weren't really the greatest for some characters, and this is a great example of that. So let's just move her off to the side, because there's not really much else to say. And let's talk about Arcee, which, I mean, at least this bike mode actually stands up pretty well. But, well, for the transformation here, we're just going to unpeg the front of the bike here. Get these down. Get this arm out. Untap this arm from here. And just get that out. So we can move all this up. And we can spin all that around. And once again, the ball joints fucking suck in this. So I'll just try and get this back in. These little bits here, just going to get them out the way so we can lift this up. Close up the wheels. So we can actually get this in. There we go. Yeah, I'm just going to straighten this out off camera. So, getting the stand here and just putting her on there. Now we have this thing, and that is not Arcee. Like, dude. Like, she looks like she's got scoliosis, for crying out loud. But anyway, getting the accessories out. Got one that plugs into the shoulder, which really looks like it should go on Chromia, but there we go. And of course, seeing how she's so small, it's really easy to knock her over. And we have this, which actually goes over the small arm. How, I have no idea, but it can go on there in theory. There we go. So it does kind of improve the look, although, yeah, you can't really polish a turd, can you? And to finish up this trifecta of shit, here we have Elite 1. So, to do this transformation, we're just going to get this arm out. Get the seat and just move this to the back. Just straighten all this around and turn this joint around. Then get this wheel untabbed. Get this little spike out like so. And well, here we have Alita in robot mode. And just giving her stand, if I can actually get this in, because I think this stand is actually the hardest to try and get in, because you have to try and tap this in like sideways. So yeah, this one's a best to try and get in. There we go. And to be honest, I think this one's probably the best out of the three. Like, yeah, she does still fall over in robot mode, but I mean, she was the cleanest to transform, and honestly, I'm just done with these three, because just look at them. Arcee keeps trying to fall over, and Bess just kept coming off. So yeah, you can tell I really hate these three. The ball joints are so small that trying to transform or move them, bits just keep coming off. Like, they do have articulation, but I am just not in the mood to talk about the freaking articulation for these three. So, before I have a goddamn mental breakdown, let's talk about an actual good figure. So, for all those who haven't clicked off, let's talk about the next figure in this multi-pack. That being Optimus. Yeah, it's technically the wrong Prime, but hey, if they did actually package the Studio Series 05 figure, then you're going to be able to combine with Jetfire. And compared to the three Bike Sisters, I actually like this figure. Like, I previously had the mold with the Dark on the Moon version, but I think I kind of like this one a bit more. So, going over the details, of course, it's the standard Bayverse Prime that we all know and love. So, we've got the flames, got the hood, got the grill right there, which a tab broke off on my one, so it's never going to be able to shut, unfortunately, but oh well. Got a hotspot symbol right there. Of course, we've got the windows, which just looks like one singular window in the Studio Series version. Oh well. Of course, we've got the side canisters right there, got the side flames. And we just have the feet right there. And underneath is pretty clean. Not really much to say there. So yeah, pretty a nice looking truck mode. Like, it's not the best Optimus Prime figure. I still say the original Revenge of the Fallen Leader is the best, but this is still pretty good. And of course, for this guy's accessories, well, he comes with the two swords, which he used these to pretty much have the Fallen give him his face. And what we can do here is we've got these tabs here on the back, and these just tab on. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, not really much else to say there, so how about we do a quick size comparison with Jetfire, just so you can see how big he's gonna be. Because Jetfire's a leader. And yeah, that's pretty big. So now, let's move on to this guy's transformation. So just take off the swords. And of course, the transformation is the exact same as the normal release, or if you have the Dark of the Moon leader version, it's the exact same as that. So what I'm going to do first is just take the front wheels and move them down, out of the way. Just going to take the back and move that down. Just spin around this section so we got the feet. There we go. So now I've got the, I guess, kind of a go walk truck if you really want to do that, but continuing on, just going to open up the grill. Get the back out, like so. Folding these bits. With the faux robot mode titty windows, we're just going to get those out. Get the arms out. Get the head spun around. And then you can just tab in. And then these can just move around to the back here. Spin around the waist. Then just get that locked in. Try and get the shoulders tabbed in. There we go. Then with the grill parts, the grill is just on the back here. And then this is tabbed into the grill, like so. This backpack that just goes up. Canisters spin around like so. So they're on this angle here. And we're nearly there. We just move the shoulder pads down. These bits that cover the hands, just move up, get the hand out, and then just close all this up. The same here. And then with the wheels, I'm going to take the front wheels and move them to the hips here. And then these wheels, just move them right here. And here we have Prime in robot mode. And yeah, that can be kind of a tricky transformation, but I still find it kind of fun. I mean, it's nowhere near as, I guess, complicated as the leader back in the day, but this is still quite cool. And of course, the resulting robot mode, I mean, it's definitely Optimus. Of course, we have all the wheels in the right place, although they... Like, this is meant to be the front of the truck wheel on the animation model, but eh. And of course, if we have... oh, look at the face. Of course, it's all masked up, because he's meant to combine with Jetfire, so he can be all... Give me your face. And we can see that this is the Prime that has the full abdomen. This is the Dark of the Moon version, which I would have gotten out that version, but this video is going to be like, what, 40-something minutes long, so I didn't do that. And of course, giving him the accessories, we've got the arm swords, which... I'm pretty sure he had these in the first movie too, because, yeah, like, he used them on Bone Crusher. But we can just plug these into the hands. And we can have them look like they're coming out of his arms. There we go. I would have kind of preferred the hooks that he used to rip Grindo's face apart, but, oh well. Maybe if it does like a forest battle backdrop. But this still looks pretty cool. I love this. And looking closer at the swords, we can see a bit of yeah, that looks quite accurate. Not gonna talk about how the sword was stolen for a certain thing, but anyway, yeah, the swords look pretty cool. And of course, for this guy's articulation, the head can go side to side, arms can go forward, can go outwards, wrists can rotate even with the swords on. He's got elbows. Yeah, bicep rotation. Waist rotation. He can kick forward. He can kick forward. He can kick back. Really good knee bend. Swivel there, which moves this wheel. Yeah, you can do the splits about that far. Pivot about that far, and if you want to, these can also move, and the feet can move. So yeah, you can get him into some poses. Not sure if you can get him into that famous, weird concept art movie pose, like from the first film, but still quite poseable. And we will come back to this guy because, of course, well, you know what time it is now. Behold, the eternal glory of Jetfire. Oh my god. This is the whole reason why I bought this multi-pack. For Jetfire. Like, yeah, the bike says this will complete dog water, and Prime is pretty cool, but this guy, I feel makes it worth it. Because, I mean, he's a leader class. And he's freaking gigantic. Because keep in mind, ever since, what, 2018, leader classes have pretty much just been, oh yeah, Voyagers with some more engineering, or Voyagers with some extra shite added to the bulk. Croatian Starscream. But this is a big figure. Like, seriously. This is a really big figure. So it makes sense that this guy would be a Elite class figure, and seriously, he looks amazing in both modes. Like, yeah, it's fiddly to get him into jet mode, but still, this Blackbird just looks amazing. So just looking at all the details. So of course, we've got the cockpit here. The yellow dot here, which I don't know what that means. Got some markings here, which the camera can't really pick up. Unfortunately, there's no Broly that look on the original figure, so oh well. But we've got the tail fins, which unfortunately these do have to come off, but eh. We do have the tail fins. Looking at the underneath, we do have a bit of kibble, but oh well. And of course, we have the little straps here for the combined mode. And we see the landing gear. These ones don't really do anything. But, of course, this one, right in the middle, this is actually Jetfire's walking stick in robot mode, which is pretty cool. So, yeah. So, overall, I love this vehicle mode. It's just, it looks amazing. And of course, I've already talked about the landing gear being his walking stick in robot mode, just like how it was in the film. But what about his second accessory? This huge axe weapon. Well, this just stores under here. So we've got these two ports here. So this just pegs in right there, like so. So yeah. That's pretty much all I've got to say about the jet mode. Overall, I think this is one of my favorite figures in Studio Series. Like, yeah, the transformation can be fiddly, but trust me, nowhere near as fiddly as this shite. Like, it's a kind of fiddly where it's actually enjoyable, where, like, once you figure it out, well, like, it's actually really fun to do. Just seeing how it morphs into the jet mode compared to parts popping off, like the bike sisters here. So, yeah. Now, moving on to the transformation, of course, he's going to be a really big figure, so I'm going to have to try and tilt the camera up for this. And we're going to need a bit of time with this guy, because, of course, he's quite big. And that's not all. He can also combine with Prime, but we'll get there when we get there. So starting off, it's going to remove the accessories. So just take off the axe. And of course, take off the walking stick / landing gear. And set them off to the side. So, I think to start off, I'm just going to try and take these landing gear and fold them down, because this is a transformation where you don't really know where to start. Okay. But yeah, we'll just fold in the landing gear here. We'll just lift this up. And of course, with his head right there. These bits here, bits of the fuselage, we're just going to untab them and move them off to the side. Take this, lift this up, just get these out, and I can just go down like so. And already we can just lift all this up. And let's get the upper body done first of all, so it's easier to film. So let's do the shoulders first. So we've got the shoulders here, these little bits here, which do tab into something, but obviously there's nothing to tab into yet. Of course, We've got the head. And of course, got the whole nose cone, which folds. And then folds again. And then we just have this. And all that. So this can all collapse. This just goes into here. There we go. And now the shoulders can actually tab in. Actually, there we go. There we go. So the shoulders can actually tab in. And now that we have them looking like this, let's actually do the legs. So come in here. So we've got this tab into the wing, just untab that. That's what the straps for the combined mode. There we go. Fold in the back landing gear. And then these just combine up. And that forms his, that just forms his, well, this just forms his arse. There we go. And the way that the legs come together, well, the way that the legs transform is actually pretty cool. So we're just going to take this little bit here, which doesn't really tab it on, that will on my figure. I'm just going to get this out the way. Untap the leg, or just untap the foot here. Spin all this around, like so. Just extend out the leg. Get the foot out, and then just move that down. Then under here, just get this little toe out. Then just compress the legs, so he's got that chicken leg look. So now we got one leg done. Second verse, same as the first. So we'll just come in here, get this bit out, just get this bit out, untap the foot, extend that out, spin the fire around, to get the foot out, get the foot down, get the toe out, then just compress all this down so we got the chicken leg here. I just move all that down so he can stand up. So yeah, there we go. Then with these little strap pieces, there's these little tabs here that they go into. If we can actually get this lined up, because these do sometimes like to come out again. If we can actually, oh, I got the wrong. They do get tangled up a lot though, so just be careful of that. There we go. There we go. Just get the little side hair bits out. Get the hands out. Move them down. And then depending on what he's holding, add them like this, or like this. I'll have this one like this so he can hold the walking stick. And then finally, we've got these bits which can form the shoulder pads. There we go. And if I can actually get this bit, there we go. Here we have Jetfire in robot mode. And that's a transformation which, yeah, can be confusing and quite complex, but I love this transformation. Just seeing how it all comes together to form this huge robot is just, I freaking love it. Like, dude. Like, yeah, it does use faux parts. Like, I'm pretty sure that's meant to be the front of the jet, the cockpit. Because in the film, he has to try and like get it unjammed while he's coughing and spluttering because he's an old man. But of course, he can't do it here. He just falls up into his back. But still, I love this transformation. And as I said, the resulting robot mode is really big. I mean, yeah, he's got the freaking chicken leg look, but still. And well, he just looks really good. And of course, looking at the face, if I can actually... Yeah, that's definitely his face alright. I can just hear him screaming, "It's a wretched rest of my arse!" So, yeah. So, giving him his accessories, of course, we've got the axe weapon, which he can hold. Well, it's a bit tight. There we go. And of course, if we just move this hand like so, it looks like he's showing off his nails. If we take the landing gear, straighten this out. Now I can form a walking stick for him. Although it doesn't really reach the ground that well, but oh well. Still, that looks pretty good. And of course, just putting him with Prime, so you can see the size difference. Like, yeah, it's not really that much bigger, but, well, if we, there you go. Like, yeah, he's hunched over, but still, quite a bit bigger. Whereas the same Prime was released as a leader, just with a trailer and all that crap. So this is a true leader class right here. And don't worry, we will get to combine these two. It's just we have some more stuff to talk about. Mainly the articulation, which, I mean, a bit less than Prime, but So the head, he kind of looks side to side, although not really that good up and down. Well, I say that, he can look up pretty well, although it's a bit unnatural looking. But he can't really look fully around himself. Of course, the arms, he can move them forward like so. You can T-pose. He's got good elbows, they can go backwards as well. The wrists can also move like so. And they can rotate. Waist, nothing, I'm pretty sure. But the legs are really good because those are some ratchets. You don't see ratchets like that nowadays. That's like ratchet joints that you'd see on original Run to the Fallen figures. Like, that is really good. So, of course, got a joint there, joint there, joint there. And the feet can also move. So, yeah. And if we just put the whole squad together, so we got Prime and the three shitheads at the start. So, if we just actually find him. So if I was to rank them, clearly I think Jetfire is the best out of all of them. Prime is also really good, and the three Arcee sisters, fuck them. These three are just ugh. Like, if they were released as individual core class figures, I'm pretty sure they would be a lot better, but as they are now, they are just ugh. Like, if they were not a part of this multi-pack, I would have never bought them. And to be honest, they should have never been part of this multi-pack. They should have been Jolts and Sideswipe to go with the other part of the backdrop. Yeah, just replace these three with Jolt and Sideswipe, to be honest. But speaking of which, let's just get these three out of the way before I could try pink eye looking at them. So, of course, we've already talked about these two enough, but of course, we have the other gimmick that they can do. Because, of course, in the film, because seeing how it seems like in every Transformers film prior to Bumblebee, every character just had to die. So Jetfire had to rip out a spark just so Prime could take his own parts, and yeah, you know how the film goes. So they managed to replicate that with the figure. So what we do here, of course, take these off. Unfortunately, this does require a bit of parts forming, but still. So what we do here is take these little strap bits off. These will be necessary. These will be necessary in the combination, but we'll just straighten all this out. Split them like so. Like, and there is like some way to turn this into a gun, although I'm not sure how because the instructions don't mention it. But what we do here is come in here and just try and get. There we go. Just get the nose cone out. And now either we can have that as a gun or set it off to the side. And also we have this Ed 209 looking thing now, but we can split this. And we also take the legs off. So the way you do that is there's a little joint here at the booster that slides off, I'm pretty sure. Yep, I just paused so I didn't break when I was trying to do this, but this does just pull off. So now we're left with this, which is going to be the backpack, which, well, if we just split this. Yeah, I don't really remember. Yeah, and this forms a backpack somehow. Yep, so we have this, which will attach onto Prime's back. Then we have these parts, which these will just open up. These will go off to the side, and well, these just fold up as unnecessary bits of kibble, but eh. So we've got the legs here. And of course, I don't remember which side they're meant to go on. So now what we'll do is we'll take Prime here. We'll fold up the feet again. We'll just open up the arm flaps here. And then with this, we'll just move all this down. And also, there's these little bits here that you have to try and get out. There we go. What these do is these will attach onto the backpack for the combination. Now what we do is, these little slits here will go into here. So just try and get that in there. Okay, so getting these plugged in. These then just clip into here. There you go. And these, I don't know, I guess you can just have them up like so, or you can just have them down. But point is, Prime has new boots. And then my least favorite part is attaching on the backpack, because you have to line up several things and then try and do up this whole thing. So this will be a lot easier if I do this off camera. So give me a couple hours, if not days, to do this. Well, a lot of sanity loss, but I did manage to get that bit in, which I hate doing that bit. It keeps coming off. But anyway, next up, we're just going to take the two jet cockpit halves. And we're just going to attach them onto the shoulder pads here. And well, to quote Prime himself, let's roll. Yeah, here we have Jetfire Optimus in his full-on combined mode. And yeah, getting that is a bit of a trip, but the resulting mode is honestly pretty cool looking. Now, yeah, you can give him the weapons, but honestly, I think just the sheer look of this guy is enough to kill anyone, because, dude, this is amazing. I mean, sure, the trip to there is just really difficult, but come on, it is worth it. Now, unfortunately, in the Hasbro instructions, it doesn't say what to do with Jetfire's torso, but apparently it can turn into a gun, and there are some little bits on the wings that can come off and form little gun barrels, so I'm sure there's videos that show that, but I'm not going to do that because I've already lost enough time in my day trying to transform everyone here, so let's just end the video off here. Because this guy's articulation is pretty much the exact same as both Prime's and Jetfire's. Prime's in the upper half, Jetfire's in the legs, or the feet. So, let's just end the video off here before I full on go nuts with all of this transformation stuff, because I've had to do a lot of transformations here. So let's just end this off. So, this has been my review on the Revenge of the Fallen multi-pack. So, complaints. Well, first of all, complaints with the Arcee sisters. I could write an entire novel talking about them. So, let's just talk about Prime's complaints. Pretty much the same complaints that I had with the Dark of the Moon version, minus the trailer and all that. But honestly, nitpicking wise, I just wish that he had the hooks that he used on Grindor, but that's about it. And for Jetfire, I just kind of wish he tabbed in a bit better. Although that's probably just because the transformation is so complex, I miss transforming him a tiny bit. That, and I wish it was easier to get them into Jetfire Optimus. Just because, yeah, the combination is quite time consuming. So, yeah. But well, I recommend this set. I recommend it just for Jetfire and Prime. The 3 Arcee sisters are just... That's what I think of them. But for Prime and Jetfire, these 3 are really good. Well, 2, but like these 2 are really good figures, and having them combined, they look amazing. Like, seriously, they look really good. So if you have them combined like this, or if you have them just displayed as Prime and Jetfire, these 2 are what make this worth it. I recommend the set just for these 2 alone. Like, I just wish that instead of the Arcee sisters, that we had Jolt and Sideswipe instead, but oh well. These 2 still make up this, like, these 2 still make the set worth it, in my opinion. So, yeah. But well, this has been my review on the Revenge of the Fallen Multipack, and this is Charlie Young, signing off.